recording, and we've got 2 people.
And you're letting them in.
I am letting them in.
Oh, I'm sleepy. Like I said, I may have to go get a cup of coffee. Just to warm my hands.
I answer calls on my laptop.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Robin. You got a companion today, Ellen, huh?
I do. Yeah, we're the only ones home right now, so.
Oh,
I'm not saying much.
Yeah, he's a little, I don't know. He looked like he was kind of thinking like it was nap time, but every time I put him down, he's like, no. And I'm like,
Yeah, he looks tired.
yeah,
How you feeling?
pretty good. I'm walking, so
Yeah.
that's good. Can't
I
walk
can
too
still
far or
hear
too
it.
fast,
I
but
can still hear it in you. Yeah.
yeah.
mhm.
Oh, little guy.
Wrong name again.
Oh,
Hi, everybody. I just noticed
Hey.
I'm on the wrong name again.
Hi,
Got to change my
Harriet.
name.
it's Harriet named Robin again.
You change your name every time, don't you, Harriet?
Last time also he used it and I forgot to take his name off and replace it with my own.
We thought you were going incognito.
Incognito. Is everybody okay? Oh, that's a sweetie baby.
Yeah,
Alan?
this is Timmy. Yeah,
What's
Timmy.
his name?
Timmy.
Timmy.
Yep.
So cute. How
Hi,
old is he?
Timmy.
He just turned 2 in March.
Okay.
But he's
So
I mean
sweet.
physically he presents a lot like an almost 1-year-old, so it's easy to forget that he's actually 2.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Terry.
Smiling now.
Hi, Kitty.
She's obviously got warmer weather than we do.
Yeah.
Look at her, yeah.
It's,
We're in my
it's in the
sundress today.
50s and 60s today. I'm crazy. I wore a t-shirt to go run some errands, about froze myself.
Let's see what is it right now?
80.
Is the calm before the complete fucking shitstorm?
Sorry.
Exactly.
Harry, was that you?
That was my app. Sorry, I forgot that it does that. It is presently 70 degrees outside, but usually it's the last few days of the week it was like up almost to 90. So
Wow.
I
It's
have
cold in
this
your
app.
area too.
Yeah, I have this app called What the Forecast, and you can set it to swearing mode, and I usually keep it on that. I forgot it says it out loud. So yeah, it's the phone that said that. It's sorry about that. Yeah, definitely it's one of those not safe for work things. So you gotta remember to turn the sound off or don't put it on swearing mode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
we're
Asen.
73
Hello,
with a
Asen.
chance of snow here.
Asen, whose voice did you hear that you had to come up here, huh? Was it
Hello, Asen.
Was it Harriet?
Harriet? Who was it, Asen? Huh? Whose voice did you hear that you wanted to listen to?
Apparently,
Me, because I've been talking.
And Idiot's got a dog there too.
yeah, I
It's
was
the
gonna say, maybe his
granddog.
dog was getting jealous, wanted to be in on it. Oh, Timmy's not having a
Lucy,
good
come here.
time, huh?
He just suddenly got upset. I don't know what happened.
Here's
Oh,
Lucy.
I hope it wasn't Asen.
Oh, there he is.
Those little boys.
Oh my God, it's 50 degrees here.
Oh, wow.
51. It's 51 degrees here. That's really, I mean, it's been in the low 30s all week.
Oh, wow.
Hi, guys.
Eventually there will be spring.
Hi, Mary. I figured you were
Hi,
probably at
Mary.
work.
We keep hoping.
Yeah, I'm actually at the spot. I was almost about to leave the hospital, but then I have to get in my car, and we all know that doesn't work very well. So I figured I'd say hi.
Oh, okay, hi,
Hello.
Mary.
Before I get in. If you guys are still on when I get home, I'll join in again.
Say hi,
Sounds
Mary.
good.
Okay, so Harriet's got the right idea of drinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what you're drinking.
What are you drinking,
Drinking
Harriet?
dry lemon. I'm so nauseous. I had coffee this afternoon and I don't drink coffee.
Oh,
But I was with some friends and everybody was drinking coffee and I decided to join them and now I totally regret
You're
it.
paying the
Oh.
price.
The worst stuff.
That's what's in here is coffee. So I pretty much start my day with coffee, and then sometimes I drink coffee all day long, and sometimes
Yeah,
I
that's me.
just
yeah.
Cinnamon toast
I'm drinking
coffee.
tea.
Yeah, I'm a tea drinker.
I wish I was.
sometimes
Because
I'll,
it have a lot less caffeine in it, and I could sit there all winter long with a cup.
oh well, there are some teas that have more caffeine than coffee, so you have
That's
to be
hard to believe.
careful
But
on that one. But yeah, so sometimes I start off my day with coffee, and then I drink tea the rest of the day. It just all depends on what mood I'm in.
Yep.
She's got that. I can't ever say that the right way, but AOE.
Aerogear.
Aogier. Yeah, it's really good. And
I
we
like that one
discovered if
too.
you leave it in the French press and forget to take the leaves out afterwards, there's
Oh,
like
that's
little
a good
pieces
idea.
of apple in there and they get
Yeah.
really inflated.
Ah. Well,
Ah.
I've had
My children for that one.
tea that way. That's a great idea. Because I have some of the teas too. My husband and my daughter really like tea. So
Yeah,
but next time I make them a cup of tea, I might try that.
there's the cookie one and I don't like it as well because it's kind of heavy and very sweet.
Mhm.
And I'm not used to that. So I like the Aogier. That's my favorite.
I think I have 4 of those teas so far from Plum Deluxe
Yeah.
for the books,
Yep.
and I like all of them. The all of the tag teas, and I wound up ordering another tea from Plum Deluxe because I was almost out of the one that I had, and it had the name of the flavor was the same. I'll just put it that way. And then I got theirs and I was like, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. So I gave it away to somebody. It was, oh gosh, a mango tea. And I can't remember exactly which one it was now, but,
I got a sample of that.
pardon?
I think I got a sample of that when I did one of my orders for the tag tea.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I just saw the name of it and said, oh, well, I have this other mango, it's either a mango green tea or a mango rubios. It might be a ruby. I always say that wrong. That one that looks like it reminds me of zoo. And, and I was like, well, I like the other one I had. So not Plum Deluxe. So it seems kind of weird that you would, you could find, and I guess that's kind of the reason people drink different brands of tea anyway. But if it's got the same name on it, it seems like it should taste the same, no
Oh,
matter
but
where
yeah,
they
the
come
mixer
from.
probably
Yeah,
has different
blend.
things in it. Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even coffees, even though it's coffee from everywhere, I have some of my coworkers like, coffee's coffee. And I said, no,
Yeah.
coffee's not coffee.
Coffee
So I
is
brought in some Kona, and that shut them the heck up.
Actually,
Real
our house
Kona, not the
almost
fake
ex-
Kona.
no,
What
our
was
house
that?
is almost exclusively New Mexico Pinion coffee.
Ah,
Where? What coffee?
New Mexico Pinion coffee. It's really good. It's the only medium roast I can actually drink without something in it, and it's got this kind of chocolate undertaste to it, but
I
it's
haven't
not.
had that. I've had Mexican coffee. I joined a coffee, Atlas Coffee Brewers, and got different coffees, but I was hoping to find a substitute for Kona, but alas, no.
yeah.
Have you tried Jamaican Blue?
I like Kona better than Jamaican Blue,
Yeah, me.
but
Yeah.
the quality, you never know with an expensive coffee like that whether you're really getting the top quality, because there's Kona and there's Kona
Right. And there's fake Kona.
and there's fake Kona. Some of my friends brought some Hawaiian coffee back for me, and is that the right Kona? And I just couldn't tell them.
You just said,
It's
oh
not
yeah.
as good. It wasn't bad, but it was not as good as some of the stuff I've had. Could
Yeah,
have been just a year.
friend of mine went to Hawaii a few years ago and brought me back some Kona coffee, and I just finally made it through all of that. I kept it it was in a vacuum sealed bag, so it was okay to leave it for a little while.
My precious.
Yes, exactly, my precious. I'm gonna keep you over here. And yeah, so I just finished that one off about I don't know, a month ago, and boy, that one was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have some coffee that I got in Mexico, actually. So so that one's pretty good. And and then I'm going to be out of my coffee stash. I'm going to have to go figure out how to
go somewhere,
buy some more coffee. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to take a trip because I need coffee. Yeah.
Well, when we went to Puerto Rico, we did Road Scholar, and that's ORAD.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so nice not to have to do any planning, to just get there, and basically you arrive in the front of the hotel when they tell you to. You get on a bus and they drive you someplace.
I did that on one of my trips to Ireland. I did a group called Globus, and it was the same sort of thing. I'd never been on a organized tour before, so that was sort of new for me. I was like, okay, how's this work? But yeah, they said, okay, we're gonna go here, be here at 7 a.m. for the get back on the bus, whatever. And I liked it. It was fun. Although I had gone on that by myself, so a large part of the trip I still had nobody to talk to, because all of the people who were traveling with the their friends and whatnot, they only wanted to talk to their friends. They didn't want to like make friends with the strange weird person traveling alone. So I'm like,
well, my sister wanted us to go. Steve and I went with her, but this is a good group, and everybody. Yeah, we got everybody's names and addresses and email addresses. And the other really nice thing was they had experts. Like when we went to the museum, which the outside of it was drawn on in Sharpie, the entire front of the museum. There's pictures drawn in Sharpie. We had one of the docents talk to us about the different art. I have a picture of something painted on cardboard, because lots of times there's no money to get canvas. Hey, Vera.
Hi,
Hi, Vera.
Hi, Vera.
Great to see everyone. Hi. I can't stay too long because I'm literally finishing up the book.
We can't wait.
Go back. We're good. We saw you.
You mean you're not just having fun teasing us?
No, it's believe.
Oh yeah, she's having fun.
This part is really, because this is the Asen and Gwen thing. This is the one you've been waiting for. So it's a lot of stuff. All the good parts that you wanted to see. So yeah,
I can't wait till you write Anu and Loranda's.
Oh yeah,
So we first want the honeymoon book. I can't wait for the honeymoon book.
Yep, that's gonna be good one. But this one it's definitely over 40,000 words now, which means, see, there's like a cutoff wordage according to the Science Fiction Writers of America. It's just that like there's certain lengths that they set for novel, novella, and so I just passed into novel.
So, you were writing a novella, but you just didn't stop in time. Yeah.
Called it's going to be a long novella / short novel, because it's really borderline. Now, it's
a pity you can't write as fast as we can read.
Well, it's I'm literally trying to finish tonight. We'll see. So I'm like,
I can't wait for that book.
Yeah, you guys, I think
how addicted these books are. I sometimes hate you, Vera. It's for us for all other books. It's ridiculous. It's not fair to other writers.
We're addicts. We have to have a fix.
We are absolute addicts.
I'm so grateful that you guys are really loving this, or liking it, or like whatever you want to do with it.
I think we are beyond loving it. It's just, it's not a word for it. So
addiction.
The problem with this addiction is none of us are trying to talk the others out of it.
Yeah,
it's true.
We're enablers.
The prequel series, that's going to be a whole new, the dawn of the Atlantis Grail, which is my next thing after this. which is going to be a whole big book, just like Qualify. You know, Eos is book 1 of the new prequels. That's coming soon, and this is Stevie.
Hi, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie.
This is a dum-dum.
Hey, grand dog. Come here.
And I got
Dum-dum.
I have my own Kimchi sitting right there, and
And this is the grand dog. This is Lucy.
Hi,
Oh.
Lucy.
Doggy. You see the pretty doggy?
Where's Asen?
Or you want to see mommy?
I mean,
Oh,
not
where's
Asen, Kenji.
Asen?
Kenji. Where's
He was
Kenji?
there a minute ago.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
guys.
Vera, one of my friends here in Tampa that also works on Necronomicon, decided to start reading the first book in the tag series, and now she's on the 4th one. And so she's like, I thought I'd just start reading since you're going to be our guest of honor. And then, she's just like, now I'm on the 4th one. And so I have to remind her there's a new one coming out. So she should
And Ace and Blue, don't forget.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I gotta make sure she knows about that one too. Yeah.
And the Tag Companion.
Pardon?
The funny thing
And
is,
the
Ace and Blue is a young kids, kind of like a young YA novella. And
Yeah, we
this
don't-
thing is, I'm sorry, it's going to be full adult. I'm gonna have to have a disclaimer on that because I don't want people to be surprised because it's
Yeah.
definitely more than the normal.
PG-13, or is this an R rating?
I don't think it's it's borderline. It's like full grown up. In other words, it's not a oops, kitties are destroying the house around me, by the way. But it's basically like full regular grown up fiction. It's not like erotica, but it's just full, it's no longer just like a kid YA. So
No,
there's
that's
like
what Omnivet Days is going to be.
Okay.
yeah, So Omnivet Days, the novella about the honeymoon. Yep, we're gonna go there. And there's a whole bunch of new words I'm coming up in Atlantean for this.
Yeah, you have to make that up as you go along.
There's some bad words coming.
Is there an Atlantean equivalent to the Kama Sutra?
Of course.
But that's a thought. Don't give me
Don't let her
Don't
go
get her
there.
started.
oh dear.
Well, I can see some kid telling their mom, "Well, Mom, this novel doesn't have any bad words in it in English."
All in Atlantean, so you have to kind of guess, but you will kind of know what they are.
Well, I mean, it was very, very easy to figure out what Vakud was. Very easy to figure that one out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's more. So sorry, guys. But the thing is, it's like it fits the story, so there's no way I could have avoided it. I did not want to go there. This was not planned. I planned to have novella. That was going to be the sexy one. But I'm sorry. This is
Well, Gwen's point of view is a barely adult, really a teenage girl's point of view.
right.
Asen is, for all intents and purposes, is an adult man when we meet him.
Yes, exactly.
So-
Because
So that's what this is going to be.
right, the age conversion, he's about, was it 23 or 20, somewhere like from 2023, so yeah, he's a so I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make it, just because it's the series is a YA. Well, this is an offshoot, so it's not, you don't have to read. If you don't want the kids to read the whole thing, they can stop. They don't have to read this novella, but you see. I don't know what, how, it's not going to be it's not erotica, but it is definitely not a kid story anymore. So.
Well, it's the way I kind of look at it, and you can correct me. You have a very frustrated, very restricted young man on the outside. And these are all those thoughts on the inside that are trying to come out that he can't do anything about.
Exactly, because in Qualify and Compete, which this book covers, that's what the book covers, you get Gwen and she can only see the outside. So she's not going to see what's inside the poor guy's head.
Yeah.
But now
Except
you
during the
do.
jump.
So now you get to see all that.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Well, and I think when you meet somebody that meets your soul it changes.
I think so
If Gwen
too.
could have seen, I think if Gwen could have seen inside his head when he was thinking those things, it probably would have terrified her. At least earlier.
That's
At
true.
least prior to-
That is
prior to the jump.
before she became of age, because she does
Yeah.
grow up through the series. You know,
Yeah.
she starts at
Definitely before the
16
jump.
and
It's
then
not,
she goes to 8.
But when she was
over 18.
16,
Yeah.
she was not ready. She was hardly ready for Logan.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's
Still not
part
a
of the
Logan
problem,
fan.
is because you grow up. The story grows up with the characters. So it's kind of like you were YA before, and now it just kind of grows up.
I like a lot of
I'm
stories
at the
that
point
do
of my
that.
drive. Sorry, I'm at the point of my drive where I really have to hang up because it gets a little more dangerous now. So to be on the phone while I'm doing this. So goodbye. If you're still there when I get home, I'll jump back in.
Okay, Mary.
Bye.
Safe driving.
Stay
safe.
Safe drive.
You know,
Yeah.
when I this last 2 days, people were commenting about is on the groups if these books are suitable for this age group and that age group, and I'm quite surprised by it because I don't know if American teenagers are very, very innocent, or because in South Africa, 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds are all sexual, most of them are sexually active, and they are so advanced when you talk
Ours
to
are
them
not.
about,
The problem is not
about things and the
children.
type of books they read. Like these books to me is so innocent as compared to what these, because I talk
Yeah,
to a lot of
they're not as
teenagers.
compared to a lot of the romance that's out there right now, which is incredibly, explicit.
It's
Yeah, so
not the
this is
kids
not-
reading them that's the problem. It's the prudish parents complaining that their kids are reading it, because they forget what they were like when they were 12 to 16, and that they had those interests too. And they want to pretend that, oh my God, no, how dare my children find out about sex before I've told them anything.
That's,
Does
it's
anybody remember?
Why don't you tell them about stuff? But
Does
on the
anybody
other side,
remember
on the
Valley of the
side-
Dolls?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was like that, or the Tropic of Cancer. These were some
read
books
that one.
from the 50s and 60s that came out when I was, well, either before I was a teenager or right when I was a young teenager. And my parents never told me what I could or couldn't read. I just
I
got
didn't
what
either.
yeah.
I read
and
Catcher in the Rye just to see what all the fuss was about. And that was supposedly one of the banned novels. My parents never did that, nor did I do that to my children.
No,
But
it's like
I will say that kids are just as non-innocent here as they are in South Africa. And there's no protecting them because it's in our immediate. I have a lot of friends who homeschool, and it does make a difference. But after a while, they're going to college and they're going to get exposed to it too. It's just,
And
it is an
equivalence. It's a kind of a, it's more like a social rating thing, because it's really, and for categories for book selling purposes. So like YA is a category, but there is some pretty explicit stuff in YA too. I just don't want to like step beyond that. And I don't want to make my readers upset because that's what they're expecting. So
well, you're already telling them. So I don't, if you're telling people that, and you can put that in the editor's write-up. I don't know if you do one of those, and just say this is there is some explicit material in here.
And the other thing is, I don't want to make it sound like it's suddenly like a porno level, which is not. It's not.
This is a PG-13 book, and not just
adult category, which is there's the adult category, and then there's just the regular trade adult, and meaning like for grown-ups. So I'm trying to draw a fine line by not calling it the word adult can like tag the book and make it like appear in a in an erotica category, which it's not. It's not. It's just a grown-up book.
Yeah, you don't want it to show up on Amazon with the ratings of the rankings and have it
it'll be disappeared. What happens? Amazon literally censors.
Sci-fi or
it'll put it in a different category, which I don't want it to do. It's just a regular book. So all I will mention is something it's slightly more mature. Like I will try to use words that will not flag it as that. But
That's a good
you know,
idea.
it's not a YA basically. It's no longer YA. It's just for regular trade, general, you know,
Yeah.
general adult
I
food. books.
think Harriet's got a point though, because I've heard from a lot of people, I don't know a whole lot of people who live in foreign countries, but I have heard from a lot of people that America, the US as a whole, is much more,
Prudish.
we're very tolerant of any kind of violence you want, but if there's
I know.
anything that comes to sex, it's like, oh my God, we're scared, you know?
Well,
Oh my
so
God, people
that's
might figure out how you make
It's
babies.
funny. It's funny that some people think that if kids see sex or read sex, that, oh my God, they're going to be out there doing it all over the place. But they
No,
never
they're
think
shooting
that about
each other.
guns. They
Well, maybe
never
so.
think that about guns.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
and that's very
the
true.
edit-
But I think the sexual part is just a front, because I mean, you know, you can tell people all day, but kids are going to be the ones to make the final decision about what they're going to do. And all you can do. One of my comments to my daughter, who was as hard-headed as I was, is my job is not to keep you from having a good time and enjoying your life. My job is to keep you out of things before you're ready for them.
Yeah.
Not that it made a difference.
Admittedly, I do read the things, you know, before I promote them to my children, but obviously, you know, my 3 teenagers have all read all the tag books that are currently out, and my 10-year-old has started reading Qualify, and she's a little more neurologically young, but she's also trying to convince my 13-year-old son to enter the costume contest as George so that she can dress up as Kemji and scratch him. So those are my kids, you know.
That's great. Oh my
And-
God.
It's real easy to play,
And there's just blood on his face.
because George just wears jeans and a t-shirt.
Exactly. Alex could
Gray
do
t-shirt,
George,
I
although
think.
Alex is
I'm
more like
trying to
George.
come up with my costume. My costume is like halfway there.
What you need
Because
to
I
hurry.
wasn't going to do a costume, and then I thought, no, but it's so much fun. So I'm sort of halfway there.
I have a
We're
vision in
gonna
my head,
get
but I need
there.
to test on it.
Submissions will be starting soon.
Yeah.
My artwork is done. It's just that costume. I'm gonna get there.
Nora
My
might have
husband is
artwork.
so long suffering when it comes to me.
Are you doing more
He's
stained
like my
glass?
sounding board.
Are you doing more stained glass this time?
No, I'm actually finished with it. I did 2 paintings. Well, I have to pick between one of the 2. And John picked the one that he says, oh, he loves that one. But I did 2 paintings.
You'll have
But
to
I'll
show
see.
both of them eventually, yeah. Even if
But
you
it's
only
not
submit one.
fun, so it's not up to Liz or other people's standards, but I like them, and it's relaxing.
I'm sure they
as
will be
well.
great. I know they're going to be wonderful. Well,
I don't have an artistic bone in my
everyone,
body, but my kids
I've got to go. I would normally stay a little longer, but
Going
I
right.
really want to get that going. So I
Right,
want to,
yes, go right.
let's see if I can finish. Let's see if I can finish today. So
Okay.
gotta go.
All
Take
right.
care, everyone. Thanks for coming
to
by.
see you,
I'm
Vera.
going
Bye, Vera.
Stopping
I'm
by.
going back to right.
We're such addicts.
Shelley, are you ready to start trivia?
Sure. Who wants to play? Everybody?
I would
I
never
can-
do well
I
on
can
this.
play too if you know, that'll be fun.
I'm playing at a disadvantage, so
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I
just gonna watch.
Between the,
I hate to be embarrassed about how little I know or how
We're gonna-
little I can remember.
okay, I
My
just have to get
My
to the right
signal
screen.
just went down. Yeah, I'm back again.
And can everybody see the
Yep.
screen?
Yep.
Okay, do you want to do the green, the blue, the red, or the yellow?
Which is the easy one?
I have no idea.
my first thought was
Don't
yellow
mix
for
up. It's
today.
easy and hard.
Yeah, the yellow one has been run the least. It's only been run twice, so.
We'll do yellow then. Yellow is, this is the 2020, 2021. So does everybody have 2 devices if you want to
Oh, yeah.
play?
Yep.
I hope my signal lasts.
Oh no.
Oh, no. You're still on.
Yeah, but earlier on I went off, so you'll
She was
see.
interrupted earlier.
That's true. Okay, there's the pin. That's interesting music.
Yeah, really.
Okay,
Taking a
Ellen's
few
on.
seconds to load. Okay, there, I can get in now.
Oh man, I'm out of coffee.
Oh, no. I'm almost out. Yeah.
Do you need a minute to go get some more?
Oh no, I'm under a toddler.
That's similar to being under cats, right? Yeah, where you're just like, I'm
Exactly.
trapped by the cats. I can't get up. Yes.
Oh, I just found out yesterday that my nephew and his wife are pregnant again. I knew that. But they have 4 girls, ages 5 to 12, and she got pregnant again, and this one's a boy.
I'm sure they're
How
happy.
exciting.
I'm sure they're happy that their little surprise is a boy.
I heard somebody yesterday describe a family of 6 girls as somebody really wanted a boy.
Well,
I
my
know.
poor son waited for 11 years to get his baby brother. So
Yeah, I don't know how much it matters. The girls all wanted a brother though, so they were getting maybe
Yeah.
tired of each other.
So they were happy too.
Some people don't care, and other people, it's like, the end of the world if they have the wrong one. So you just never know which one that's. gonna be.
Is everybody who wants to play in? We've got Nan, Terry,
Ellen,
Carrie,
me,
Pickles,
Terry.
Terry, and who's Terry, and Ellen.
Yeah, if I put myself as Terry, we would have been in line Harry, Carrie, Terry.
Alex was saying he should change his name to start with an Airy to guarantee that he would win first place in the finals.
Yeah, just have him make up a nickname.
Okay, oh, somebody dropped out.
Oh, no.
Pickles
Oh,
did.
actually, yeah, I was going to say my phone decided to go connection lost. Okay, I'm back in.
There you
Maybe.
go. Okay.
There I am.
There it is.
You ready for me to hit start?
Yep.
All right. Yellow quiz.
There are,
This is the 2-year-old quiz.
yeah, and so it has the test questions in it.
Yeah, so who's the author? That one you should remember. You have to click the answer on your second device. I always try to do it on the screen.
On the screen, I know.
Okay, so everybody got it right. Yay.
Well, I would hope
And there's
so.
no points for that. It's just they're just the test question. This is a test question too. This is the one to put it in the proper order.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
guessing it's top to bottom.
I forgot to hit the submit.
Again, you just have to.
I think they kind of changed the format on that one. Didn't it used to be like horizontal boxes or something?
Yeah, that threw me this year when I first started doing it on my phone because it used to be different.
I
Oh,
forget
yeah, like
to,
where they were little skinny
Oh,
ones.
my connection is
Yeah.
lost. I've got a lost connection.
No,
No.
no.
Trying to reconnect. Ah,
Okay.
stupid thing.
Well, there's 18 seconds left. There's
Oh,
4
come
answers.
on.
I don't know who
Keeps on
hasn't.
telling me to reconnect. Trying in a 1 second. Oh,
Return of Stubborn Computers, part 72. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so 2 people got it right and 2 got it wrong.
I will say, I'll tell on myself, I always get it wrong. I get the
this
2 in the middle.
Kahoot stopped working for me. So Kahoot stopped working.
What are you gonna do,
No.
Harry?
I'm just gonna go back. Let me just try and get on.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold.
Can I have the game pin again, please?
Oh, it's down in the corner of the screen. 3, 5,
Oh,
3, 3,
3,
9.
5, 3, 9.
Down on the bottom. Yeah,
Sorry
3,
about
5,
that.
3,
Oh, no,
9.
no.
3, 5, 3, 5. Ah, it's a double 3. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
I hope with the main one that this doesn't happen next month.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, really.
connecting again.
Yeah.
Is your internet connection usually kind of funny, period, or is it usually pretty stable?
I don't know if you heard.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know.
just put my name in again. Now it says that name is taken, so I have to go under Harriet.
Oh, you gotta be.
Yeah, because it probably
Your
has.
initials, it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be able to join soon, so it should come on.
Okay, I'm just waiting because I'm not sure where it starts to get automatic and then I can't stop it. So I know on the screen we're on.
No, I think you should
have
just
to
go
click
on. It just says you can, you'll be able to join soon. So I think I'm kicked out.
Yeah,
I
maybe
wonder
it's
if it
waiting for a
might be
question.
waiting for the next question.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be.
That could be. Okay, so I'm going to start now.
Okay, there I'm on now.
Now we're going to be on the real questions. So what vowel sound did the students have to sing during the voice test for pre-qualification?
Ah, my phone went dead.
And mine did too while I was waiting, and then it didn't let me back in. So woohoo.
Okay, everybody got that? And Ellen did it the fastest.
Barely.
Oh my word, this
Who
stupid
was
thing.
Logan's sidekick in Qualify? Everyone got that.
I'm being slow today.
And Ellen still did it the fastest. Question 5. Hijep Teofon is director of which agency? Or Hijep, I don't know how you say it.
Oh, I hit the wrong one.
No, I said that.
I got it right.
Well, we'll
The
find out.
CIA. I love
We'll
it.
find out. Ooh, Nan and Carrie slipped to the top. Atlantis is the blank planet from hell.
Absolute.
When you put it that way, you're
Ah.
such a ray of hell shine.
I got that one wrong. Can you believe it? I should have known that. Shows you how long it's been. I was commenting last week. I need to reread the books.
Yeah, same here. I'm like, there's some of the I don't want to say trivial, but minutia that I just never remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is trivia. That's why it's
Yeah, but
trivia.
I was saying it's not trivial, necessarily.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, next. At their first dinner at the area commons cafeteria, Gwen was admiring Logan eating his. Everyone should
that wrong.
Yeah, everyone should get that one.
I remember that because it's hilarious.
I remember that.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in.
Yay!
Yay.
Eventually,
Oh, Harry got in. Good.
I got in.
Great. Nan is in the lead.
Ellen
Middle
and Carrie
court
are
includes
close.
families with how many generations of nobility?
That's the stuff that's hard to remember.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's
I
why
think I got that one wrong.
Stuff like, I just Oh,
Oh, I got it right.
I pressed it on my phone and it
I
didn't
had a
take
weird
it again.
disconnection. Did I
Oh.
miss a question in there?
So
I
you,
missed it. I pressed it on my phone, but it didn't take it.
well, you didn't lose your spot.
Hmm.
Oh, apparently I didn't miss a question. I had a full disconnection. The Zoom went out, the Kahoot
Oh,
went out,
wow.
everything went out. So I was like, what?
oh, well, you're back.
Yeah. Okay.
We're getting our house resited and they cut our internet cable.
Oh,
No.
in the semifinals, candidates chose from 5 cities: New York, Chicago, LA, Denver, and
No, stop. I hit the wrong one.
Oh, my word.
that.
I've got no idea.
I'm having to hit my phone
I have
twice to get it to
absolutely
answer.
no
I'm
idea.
playing with my
Oh,
thumb
did I
and
pick the right
Me either, I
one?
have no idea.
It was Dallas.
The only reason I remember Dallas was they were talking about the oil fields. And when I think
Oh,
of
yes.
fields, I
Yep.
think of the TV series Dallas with
Dallas
JR.
with the oil fields.
It's hard to play with just your thumb, Ellen. I admire you for trying it. That's hard.
I don't
because
know.
you don't get it over far enough and you hit the wrong thing and it's like,
Uh-huh.
Sleeping now? Is Timmy sleeping?
yeah, he fell asleep.
He did finally, yeah.
He needed it.
Yeah. Place these planets in order from closest to farthest out from hell. So these are the
Closest.
order question.
Okay. Closest.
Closest to farthest out.
And I used to have this memorized. I'm going to get these wrong. I know it. I had an acronym for it in my head and it's completely gone.
I couldn't tell you, and I probably wrote this one. But that doesn't mean I remember the answer.
I just got it wrong.
Tammuz, Ishtar.
Oh,
I know
I got it
it's
right.
hard to feather.
People got it right.
I keep
I'm
wrong.
surprised.
impressed.
My thumb got that one.
Oh,
I'm impressed. And Ellen is making a run here, and so is Carrie. Okay, what type of ship brought Charles and George Lark to Atlantis from Earth? Everyone should get that. Yep, everybody did. Now let's
Yeah, if everybody answers, then the thing goes right onto the thing.
Right?
There you go. Carrie, you have a streak going.
It's not true though, because I don't think well, I don't know. I think sometimes if people are tied for a streak, it just shows one of the names.
Oops, I'm sorry. I just lost everything. I just have to get back to the right place. There. What was the name of this? And I'm sorry, I never read it, but you guys all got it. So
Yeah.
and it's from 12th night.
from 12th night.
Yeah, it is from 12th night.
From
Oh, and
12th night.
Ellen, you zipped up. You must have been faster than fast.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. Poor kid, I laughed and he jumped.
What was the name of the program they put in play to destroy Earth and Atlantis?
Oh, that was sneaky.
Oh, man.
Oh, I
Yeah, they
spied.
always
Yum.
do that. That's
I
funny.
didn't realize there was a typoed one.
A lot of
Shit.
us did that. Yeah. 3 of us did that.
They get me so much, but I didn't get it this time. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I got snookered in by the typo.
Yeah, me
That are
too.
like the numbers where they switch like 2 of the digits, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
Well, Ellen, that puts you in the lead. So let's see what happens
A
now.
lot.
Quadrant hosted the second zero-G dance on the voyage to Atlantis.
they actually match, yay.
Yeah,
Yay!
it's so confusing when the colors don't match the.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
I
everybody got it right.
I now have a firm lock on last place. We'll see if I can keep that. Okay.
Hey, pickles.
That's what I used to say in my bowling. When I used to be on a bowling team, and my team was almost always in last place. And so then, once we'd been there for a couple weeks, I was like, "All right, now we have a firm lock on it. Let's stay here."
Getting the 0 kill
Yeah.
score.
There's too much pressure
for
being
fun.
in first place.
Pardon?
There's too much pressure being in first place.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're
on
pressured,
the
man.
game's uniform of the artist.
Paintbrush.
That's what I was thinking, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, I almost picked the right answer, and then I
I
flubbed.
thought it was a spiral, but the paintbrush, I like that idea.
Yeah, I knew it was a round thing, so it's either a spiral or
I
a.
think the entrepreneur.
Ellen's in first.
Yeah. Ellen is still in first, and we're on question 16. Once on the Ark ships, the Earth teens had how many days to choose between civilian and cadet?
Oh, that's an easy one.
It is, huh?
Ugh.
5. I think I would have chosen 4 by. I don't know what I was.
Maybe not so easy.
We're just trying to keep that lock.
Okay, Carrie is.
Oh, I'm making a comeback. Wow.
Whose team was Fazimoto on in the games of the Atlantis Grail?
Was that Fuzzy Butt?
Fuzzy
Yep.
butt, yes.
Bottom.
Fuzzy bottom.
That's it.
Fuzzy butt, yes.
Yep, Team Earth.
Bree did have some good names.
Yeah.
Bree's awesome.
Oh, Ellen, you have 8 correct in a row.
Wow.
On which day in the journey to Atlantis did the fleet pass the solar orbit of Mars?
Oh, day 5. I put day 3 in.
Me
Me
too.
Huh.
Because it took them a long time to get up to speed.
But it accelerated pretty
Yeah,
fast once.
I was gonna say, but Mars isn't that far away,
Yeah.
So why did it take them 5 days to get to Mars?
But they didn't leave. They didn't leave right away.
No,
Oh,
that's
because
true.
yeah, they
That's
didn't
right, they
leave
They were
right
loading.
away.
They were loading the.
Yeah.
They were
They
loading.
were
the
there for
ship.
2 days before they left.
Mhm. That's
I
right.
noticed Carrie is on fire now.
Yeah.
Carrie's
Carrie
on
is on
fire.
I think I was the only one who got that last one right, which is the only reason why I moved up.
I think you. Okay. And Pickles, you have a lock, I think.
Yes.
Where was Aeson's private estate in Poseidon located?
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Oh, they always get you with that spelling.
For anybody who can spell, oh my gosh.
Everybody got it right. It might be hard for people who only listen to the books. Yeah. Okay. 20. What quadrant color was the meal hall the terrorists stormed on ICS-2?
We got a match on the colors here too.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't trying to trick anyone.
Ah, my answer didn't go in.
Yellow. And Carrie,
Oh my gosh.
you came from almost last to.
From nowhere.
Did your
Right to
thumb
the
hit the
top.
wrong? I bet Ellen's thumb hit the wrong button.
But you know, that's okay.
Okay, only a couple of questions left. Who was Gwen's language teacher on ICS-2?
That's an easy one.
Huh. I'm pushing my phone and nothing is happening.
Again. You have 5
I
seconds.
think I just need to read the books again.
Yeah, it's not responding.
Weird,
Oh, there, finally it responded.
but it didn't respond in time. Or yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did, but it took like 10
Yeah.
seconds for it to respond. I hit it about 12 times before it responded.
Well, you're
Yeah, I had a similar thing.
I see you're
Oh
only
my gosh, look how close we are.
Yeah.
All right, okay, the last question, ready? And it says here that low system resources may affect your audio quality. Try
That's
closing
for you.
application. I don't have very many open, so I don't know. Okay, Atlanteans call their own galaxy.
Answer. Jeez.
Yeah, the fiddlehead. Where is that one coming from?
Like I hit it and
Who
it keeps
thought that one up?
Yeah, everybody just has to make.
We have devious minds.
Mhm. So I thought maybe Ellen was going to be faster than me on that one.
Well, I
guess
should have, but it didn't respond.
I'm literally 28 points. 28 points between you.
Wow.
I love my game goes, you're in the top 5. Woo!
Gives me a slice of pizza.
Good for
Only
you.
5
Yes,
everybody.
right.
And the top 3 were all over 14,000 points. That's pretty,
That is awesome though.
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty good.
awesome, guys.
Oh, that's funny though. It really does. Says mind-blowing result. You're in the top 5. Yes. And number 5, it's still last place. Okay. So,
Are we going to play another
I
one?
didn't mean to go back here, so I'm just gonna have to.
I didn't get to do this one in 2020 because I had already qualified, but I think either Alex or Nora won this quadrant
Yeah.
in 2020.
I mean, I guess we've got time to do another one.
Yeah,
If
well,
we
you
want.
and
Good memory, Ellen.
You and
Okay,
Ellen won prizes in 2020.
Yep.
What, Nancy?
So who won that one? Was
It was one of my kids. It was either Alex or Nora
No,
won
no,
the
no.
yellow
who won
quadrant.
today? It was you, wasn't it, Ellen? Did
I
you win?
won green or blue. I
Today?
think.
Yeah, today.
No,
In
it was me today.
Okay, okay.
We're
I'm
talking-
sorry, I just-
We're talking
I already
2020.
forgot.
I think Ellen, you won the blue.
I think I was blue. Yeah.
I can actually look them up if I really want to.
Well, so could Shelley, because I think it keeps the history of who won when you were playing.
It does. I just have to go to the reports, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
don't
I
remember
think-
which one I won. I think I might have won the red one.
But I'd have to go into each one and
And look, yeah.
do I can, but.
Do we
It was
want to
super
play
fun, though. The kids loved
another
it.
one?
Sure.
We can. We have time.
Do we do the red one?
Sure.
Sure. I think I won the first one that year because I remember watching all the others. Or obviously I watched all
That would
the
have been-
ones that I didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that didn't-
But I don't remember which color it was really.
There was one Alex missed by 1 point
Aw.
being on the
Oh.
podium, and he was like, "No!" And
That's
then he
heartbreaking.
won in the next one.
Actually, I think we gave prizes to the top 3 in all the quizzes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liz.
Hi,
Liz,
Hi.
Hey.
I've been out. I was out this evening. That's the trouble. I just realized when I got home. And I'm actually babysitting. Wait a minute.
Me too.
I don't know where my video is. I can't see where my video is. Oh,
You
here
have
we
to,
are.
you have to make it full screen and then it'll show up on the
There you
bottom.
are.
Good
Okay.
hearing, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Liz.
We were just getting ready to
Hi.
play another round if you're interested.
If you want to play the.
Probably not. No, I've been out to dinner and I've had a few wines, so I don't think I could answer anything correctly.
Oh, honey, you're not
I
going to do
knew
any
that
worse than me. I mean,
Which one?
the people who won had the last round had more than twice the number of points I did. I had an absolute lock on last place, so you know, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Terry were fighting for last place. So she just beat me. She was determined to be last.
Don't listen to her. She was in the top 5.
So you're going to do another one, huh?
Yeah, we figured why not? We're having fun.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, I can't. I don't have another device. I'm
Uh-oh.
looking after my granddaughter and she's using my phone, so I don't have another device.
Oh,
Oh.
Trying to figure out why the sound is so, is it cutting in and out for you guys?
No.
No, you sound
It's
okay.
not
that
my
sounds fine
device.
to me.
And yet I only have Zoom on and Kahoot. And so I don't know why it's never done that before. Weird.
It's just
Well,
being stubborn.
I won't worry about it then. Okay, so Liz, you're not gonna play. So I'm just waiting for play. Log in.
Oh wait, I've still got the yellow tag
Well,
quiz
it still
on
says
my
yellow tag quiz for
screen.
us, Shelley. We don't have a new pin on our screen yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to start over here then. Just hold on.
Oh,
Well, that
well,
was
no,
for
that
play. Well, then it went-
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna start over. See, it's something like, uh-oh, that didn't work.
Their hairstyle, their body parts, like she can have her arm and she can have
So-
hers, totally switch and flip, but this is how they look.
I'm gonna actually get a different quiz and see if it makes a difference.
Transform your life any day, anytime, anywhere into the life that you want. Just make sure that the pieces you pick are
Is
happy.
there somebody having a TV show or something on? Uh-oh, we failed to
Okay.
load the theme. I don't know what that means.
what does it say?
Says we failed to load the theme.
Oh, maybe just hit the refresh button.
So much fun. I already have my system up.
Where's refresh?
It's a little circly one by the URL. And if you can't get it to work, then I can just share my screen and run this one and you can play.
But there is no little circly thing.
Right
Yeah.
at the top of your web browser.
You know, it's if you were looking where the URL, you know, is where it says, you know, play, you know, kahoot.com or whatever. There's a little circle that looks like it's, you know, the arrow,
Oh, yeah.
that guy. That's the refresh button. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to do it.
Let me see if I can get Kahoot up really quick. And then if that's the case, then like I said, then we can, I can do it.
Or I can close Kahoot and reopen. Why don't I try that?
Okay.
I think I'm all packed up.
Okay.
Okay, my bag is ready. It's gonna be such a fun day. I can't wait to relax by the water. Okay,
Sorry.
I'm all ready. Are you guys ready? Almost, Kevin.
Okay. I got in so I can be a backup if you can't get it to work.
Great idea.
Okay.
What kind of break with their meetups? They're my favorite snack. Well, we did make some sandwiches. We've got bread. We've got turkey. Some lettuce.
We can all hear whatever Liz has got going on in the background there.
Yeah, I'm just turning my granddaughter's sound down. Hi, Harriet.
Oh, is she?
No, it's not
You
working.
heard everything about the salad going there.
It's for some reason, I'm still get this, I still get that, uh-oh, it didn't work.
Okay, well then why don't I run this one? See if you can, you know, grab your phone or something and you can play along this time, Shelley.
I can try.
Oh, whoever's the host needs to fix it so I can share my screen. Pretty please.
Everybody can share. I enabled everyone to share screen.
It says host disabled participant screen sharing when I click on share my
Does that.
screen.
It does that sometimes.
You may have to.
Mine says one
Remove that.
participant can share at a time, and I don't think I'm sharing anymore, so.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right, guys, I gotta say goodbye because I gotta head out.
Oh, bye, Nydia.
Hey, bye,
I'm
Nydia.
sorry.
Hi, Lydia.
It's a crazy day. All right, well, I'll see y'all later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nydia.
So which one did we say we were going to do? The red one?
Yeah, that's one we said, but you could do any except the yellow, which we just did.
Oh, well, I'm good with it. I guess we're doing classic mode.
I think those are the 2021s.
That is 2021, yeah.
Oh, goody. Now I have to go figure out how to do the sound, don't I? Oh, hey, there was a mute button on the tab.
Oh,
That
wow. I don't
Yeah,
even know how to get into Kahoot. I mean,
You go to kahoot.it.
Kahoot, what?
.it.
That's what I didn't do.
Yeah, kahoot.com takes you to where you get to play it, and kahoot.it, no, I'm sorry, where you're actually running the thing, and kahoot.it is where you get to
IT is where
play
you
the
play.
game.
Yeah, now I got it. Thanks.
Sure.
Oh, and then what you have to do is you don't want any of these. You want to go, can you scroll up or
I
something?
think she's on the library though, and that should show them all.
No, it doesn't. Can you go up? Can you scroll up or down?
No, I mean, it's just
Okay,
there.
your screen doesn't look exactly like mine does, but you need to go back one screen.
What is it that you want
You
me
want to
to?
go to home. You want to go to home.
Okay.
For whatever reason, this is it's go to the little home.
Sorry.
Oh,
The
you've
little-
got one launched.
I'm kind of confused about what you want me to do, but give me a
The
second.
little home at the right next to Kahoot at the top, not in here.
Not here, okay.
No. Okay, stop everything. Go to the left-hand menu.
Right next to the Kahoot, the word Kahoot, where it says home.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
well, when I went to this screen, you said, no, not this screen,
Listen
go back.
to me, please.
I
Listen.
am.
I know, but I'm trying to tell you, this wasn't showing before and it is now. Under Kahoot, there's a menu and the fourth one down says tag quizzes that you want to click on that. Not there. Don't click on home. Go down that left menu. See where it says Kahoots, courses, Terry Sears, tag quizzes. Click on tag quizzes. And now you're at for whatever reason, this is how you get to the 2020. I don't know why.
I didn't have to do that, Shelley. I was
No,
able to
I
see
do
him in
though,
my long
and-
list.
So you're saying this is the wrong one?
No, this is.
No, this is where she wanted you to be now, to pick out our test quiz, our next
Yeah,
one.
I'm sorry. It just gets so confusing when 2 or 3 people are talking at once.
Okay, so Shelley, I started the red quiz and then you started saying I did it wrong. So I'm asking you, you're saying I did it wrong.
He said he liked
Well, I didn't, was it this quiz that you were clicked on?
Yeah.
2020?
Everybody said, oh, I don't know. I'll just get off of it.
I think
I
she
went on
went
the
to
one
the
that said-
2021 red quiz. I think that's what I saw her click on.
Okay.
Yeah, this
So
is the-
I was on a red quiz, but the wrong
but-
quiz.
But this
Okay.
is the one we wanted, the 2020.
Okay. So then I was on the wrong one. Okay, I got what you're saying.
It doesn't really matter. It's just.
Well,
we had
it
decided-
mattered enough for you to try and walk me through that.
Oh, it's okay.
It's so hard when you can't just be there.
Remote tech support is very hard.
Mhm.
Well, also, I didn't understand the problem because I loaded the quiz and she said, you haven't loaded the quiz. And I was like, well, I'm staring at it, so I don't understand the problem.
Gotcha.
Did you hit play?
Did I hit play?
Yeah, you have to hit play if you want it to.
Well, it says waiting for players and there's a game pin up there. Is
I'm not
anybody-
seeing anything. I'm seeing
I
the
don't
same
see,
screen. That
Yeah.
had just
I think the red one is still running though, the red one that she launched
No, I
earlier.
stopped it a while ago. I just started this one.
Oh,
Did you
I'm
guys not see
seeing
the
it.
purple screen?
No.
No.
Not seeing it at all.
You see
All right,
the
let me
white
share
screen.
it again.
I wonder if you shared that particular tab and it opened a
Which
different.
I
There it
think
is.
was
There,
why-
now there it is.
Okay,
which
Oh,
was
I'm gonna
okay.
play.
why I thought you hadn't gotten a quiz up because all I kept seeing were the same list of.
Right, and I'm like, it's running. I don't understand
Yeah.
what the problem is. I just didn't realize I wasn't sharing the right screen. That's what it
None of us
was.
were seeing what you were
Nobody
seeing.
was asking me the right questions and just,
Right.
yeah, okay, we got it now.
There you go.
No
Oh,
wonder
it's
you
got
were going, what are you talking about home button?
Yeah, I was like,
The home button.
there is
it's
not a
right
home
here.
button on this screen. Let me cancel out of what I was
There
looking
is
at.
No home button on this screen. Oh, and I haven't done my thing yet. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Wait, we got it figured out eventually. We're good.
I gotta enter this number.
Liz got her phone back.
I got my phone back. The little one's fallen asleep.
Oh,
That didn't take her long. She must have been worn out.
Oh, it's quite late here. Look, here she is, down to sleep.
oh.
Oh gosh, she's gotten so much
Oh.
bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my youngest daughter's birthday, and her mom is her sister, so they've gone out for a drink.
Aw.
I'm
Happy we all
babysitting
had
until
dinner
they've had
with
too much.
I was like, isn't there a start button? It was hiding under the menu. I mean, under the little window with the people's.
Yes, I have to minimize the people because I can't deal
It
with
does
it.
that. Yeah. All right. So everybody's in. We ready?
Yep.
All righty. Here we go.
And the first two questions are practice.
Who's the author of the Atlantis Grail? Yay. And everyone got that one right. Woo-hoo. And Ellen's at the top of the board. That means that
This
she
told
answered.
me I got it correct, but it's not putting my name on there at all. Maybe it only does the top
You're
5.
at
It
It
only
only
does
got
the
the
top 5.
Yeah.
It's a
And
whole
I was
party
pretty
at the
slow.
first place.
All right. Place the 4 Atlantis Grail books in the order from first to last. Since we did this before, maybe people can remember. Me, I'd still get it wrong. So, hey.
Okay, it's okay.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, it's waiting for people to put in their answers.
I know. I don't know if I did it right.
Well, you gotta, organize them, and then don't forget to hit the submit button at the bottom.
And that's what I didn't do.
That was the thing I was
got it
forgetting.
totally wrong. Oh, now I
Oh,
have.
I've
no.
got connection issues.
Now I've got
Me
connection
too.
issues again. What the
Me
hell?
too.
Yeah, I do too.
Me 3.
Me too.
Wow,
Me 4.
that just
I
sucks.
got that too.
Yeah, same thing that happened earlier on.
This has something to do
Oh,
with
look,
Kahoot, I think.
stupid. Now it asks for the game pin again.
It has to do with Kahoot because
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
on
it's
this
gotta
one
have
it's
to
just
do with Kahoot.
because it's like
their server.
the
It's happening to a
countdown
lot of us.
clock
Yeah.
quit running. Hang on a second. Let me refresh that page and see what happens there.
Is
The
it
last
maybe
time-
that particular question, type of question
Oh,
that causes a
no,
problem?
word.
Oh, there it goes.
No, because it worked on the last one.
Yeah, and it was I was getting the one this time too.
Okay, so is it?
Now it asked me again to do this whole thing. Let me just
Yeah, I'm getting
Okay,
a circle.
me
lost
too.
again.
Yeah, I'm getting the little circle with the lightning smart question mark.
Yeah, me
Yeah, that
too.
means
I
you're
think
waiting
it's
for the
gonna-
Oh, that means you got your answer in, and it's waiting
Yeah,
for
I
the other
got mine.
people.
It says pure genius.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
we're short one answer, so it's either going to run down the clock or wait for the other person to go in. Oh, now it's got.
That should be it, right?
Should be.
6
Yeah,
quick answers.
We'll just let this one run out. for a
I had
second.
to do it twice, and it's still waiting for mine to go
Oh.
through.
Yeah, it's waiting for mine to go
Yeah.
through too. I think it's gonna just.
Well, yeah, once you answer, then it just sits there waiting for everybody else until it gets to the answer page here.
Yeah.
No, usually it responds and tells you whether you got it right or not.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
it also put my answering incorrectly. I didn't answer like it says, and I've got it. It's incorrect.
I think there's something wrong with Kahoot tonight.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
All right, so it says 4 people got that one right. So, and Carrie, you're used to playing with a whole bunch of people who are being really, really, really fast about answering. That's why it looks like it comes back right away. It doesn't actually. It waits for
No, it's not the answer that comes back right away, but on my device, it shows right away that I've answered and whether I was right or wrong.
Oh, really? Maybe they changed that because every time I've been playing, it waits for all the rest of it.
Well, let's see.
You have to wait to know if you're right.
Yep. All right. Let's see. What did Margot Lark make for breakfast on the 4G's last morning at home?
Oh man, mine is taking forever to admit.
Yeah, it's going around and around and around. Actually,
There, if
Okay,
mine
everybody got
finally
that right.
finally
Cheesy
worked.
garlic eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was, I
me
believe, there
hungry.
would be no pointers. And we do have 6 people playing, right? Yeah. Okay.
1 point, Ellen.
Carrie got there ever
We're
so
1 point apart.
barely ahead of Ellen. All right, here we go. Okay, I can't name all of those, but what are they all? Are they? Okay, we got y'all, everybody answered, and they are flowers found on Atlantis. Woo. And Carrie is still ahead of Ellen, and Shell's moved up to the top 5. Entering the Hell system, which is the first planetary orbit the fleet bisects?
Just picking one that I think I've got no idea.
And it was Atlas. And one person got that one wrong. That would have been me.
That's me. I got it totally wrong. And
Ellen moved up to first place, and Shell moved up to second place.
Yeah.
But Carrie's not far behind, and neither is Nan, so everybody's still got a good chance. Of Gwen's friends, who had the best standing score before the semifinals? And everybody got that right. It was Dawn, who was fast. Okay.
Oh, wow, I thought I was.
Ellen's still in first place. Gwen's Ladies of the Court bridal function was held in the...
I don't know. I always mix these 2 rooms up.
I know, I always get this one wrong. I always choose the wrong one.
I did it again, watch.
I think I probably did too. It hasn't told me yet. Yeah, I almost chose that one. It was my first thought, and then I switched.
Ditto. Always go with your first thought.
I know, and then I don't.
Nan has moved up to first place. Carrie's in second. Liz is in third, and Ellen's moved down to 4th. So I'm guessing we can guess which 2 people missed that question because they moved down. What is the Atlantean word for dance?
Oh, there you go. Oh, I spelled the flipping one wrong.
I like orichalcum.
Yeah, right.
All right.
The wrong one.
Yes. And the one person who got it wrong missed it because of the spelling.
Stupid.
All right. It looks like everybody stayed in the same places.
It tells me to dig deep for the next one.
At the RQC, Logan gave Gwen the nickname
Homie.
Oh, I got it wrong. I could kick myself.
Press the color, I bet.
I can't believe I did that.
Yes, he called her Yellow Candy.
Yes, I knew that. Oh, geez.
I know. I had that same problem. Several times I'd hit the answer, I'd hit something and go, oh man, I got that wrong. And then right away I'd done the wrong one.
Nope.
Place the champion members of Team Lark in their order of finish from highest finish to lowest.
Okay.
So, Team Lark, high to low.
Oh.
Think I got it.
These are hard, these ones.
All right, so 4 people got it right. So it was Kokai, Keb, Guinevere, and Gabriella, aka Gwen and Bree.
Gabriella.
Gabriella.
I like Bree as a better name. Okay, so Carrie's moved up to first place, and Ellen's now in second.
Right.
Dan dropped
I can't get on that screen, can I?
I have trouble with those because I know I'm hitting the right buttons, but they're not corresponding.
Color quadrant is Logan in. Oh, everybody got that one in already. Whoop, red, yay! Everybody knew it was red.
I love how they put that question on a red screen. That was awesome.
When they're mixed up.
And it looks like the places have not changed. Carrie's still got the highest streak answer with 11.
Oh, my signal is so.
Got them all right. Where did Gwen first speak with Chiyoko?
Oh, fudgesicles. Ugh.
Oh God, I pressed
Oh,
the wrong
word, I'm
button.
still on the previous question. My thing is so slow.
I hit the wrong button, so
Me
sorry,
too,
y'all.
me too. Me too.
I think I got it wrong anyway, but
I'm not sure whether I was right or wrong. I don't know.
I got it wrong.
Okay, so the
I was right.
Oh, it
answer
was
was language class, and only one person got that right.
And I,
My brain got it right. Just my
Ooh,
finger
must
didn't.
have been Carrie because she's got her 12 streak going.
yep, well, and her numbers changed.
All right, 13. During pre-qualification testing, students had to draw an object. What was it? I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know that I could draw it.
I tried.
I'm
It's not
kind of good
easy.
when it comes to
I
that.
could not.
I tried to draw one. It's not easy.
No, it is
I draw
not.
stick people.
No decahedron.
Me too.
Okay. Whoop. And Carrie's got a 13 streak winning streak now. 13 in a row. What was the name of the games arena island in stage 4? Coney Island.
Oh,
Coney Island.
I press the thing and nothing happens.
That happened to me a bunch of
Everybody
times.
got that right. It was Ben Island. All righty.
That happened to me a couple times.
Yep.
I
Okay.
keep
So
like
Got to press it really hard or nothing happens.
I
So
keep
Carrie
pressing with my
has-
thumb like 9 times.
On which arc ship did LaRonda, Dawn, and Hasmi travel to Atlantis?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
I wrote this question, but I can't remember the answer. I
And,
just
uh,
put one. I
people
guessed
got
it. I guessed it.
Right.
guess
Which
that's
is
right.
Oh.
809.
809.
I went with my first instinct and I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
All
going to
I had no idea.
Liz has moved up to second
And Liz
place.
got it right.
And Shell's back with an answer.
Just.
3, it says.
Woo woo.
Woo. What color was the artist uniform in the games? Red, yellow, blue, or green?
Just as well they were in the right
You
boxes
got that
because I
wrong,
would've got it
guys.
wrong
I just
otherwise.
got that wrong. I can't believe I got that
4
wrong.
people
Oh.
got it right, and it was yellow.
And I knew the right answer. Oh,
I
I have
picked
so
green
been
and
there.
I'm totally wrong.
And Carrie's back on fire with an answer streak of 16, and Liz is still in second place. And
she's
Ellen,
almost 2,000 points ahead.
I'll get one wrong here pretty
Gwen's
soon. I'm
pilot
sure.
training instructor was
Oh my word, I'm still stuck on the previous
Keep it
question.
slow.
pilot training instructor.
It's
I'm-
not
I'm
doing
second
anything.
guessing every answer now.
Mine is not moving on to the next question. It's just stuck on the last question.
That's very
Oh.
rude of it.
Oh,
I
no.
pressed the right
All right.
button 10 times and it still didn't go through. Just now went through.
That is.
Oh man, that's my strategy.
I think that Kahoot's having some issues today.
Yeah,
I
it's
did too.
definitely-
And I'm still on the previous question.
It was Mithrat Okoi. So, and I'm sorry that you're having issues there, Harriet. That sucks. And so Ellen
Hey.
moved up to second place, but she's
He's keeping me out of last place.
Which who of the following did not die in stage 1 of the games?
Oh, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's an easy one. If I could get it in.
If you could get it on your phone,
Oh,
it would be
but he got
easy.
that right. Lee
I got it
Thompson.
right. Good.
Oh,
Just
I
as
got
well.
it right.
Long
Yeah,
time to
everybody
answer
got
it,
it right.
Phew. I have a hard time with people's names.
Wasn't that the one that she pulled her pants down?
No,
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
the technician.
Okay.
Oh,
Sarah
okay.
Crystal.
All right. So
Tell us the one
Carrie's kept her winning streak. She now has 18 in a row. Ellen's still in second place, and Liz is in third. Shell's back up on the board. What places in the 3-column fleet formation did the 4 ICS ships take?
Oh my God. I can't read it.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I got to read these things.
Okay, so red is 3 at the front and 1 at the rear. Yellow says 1 in the front, 1 in the rear, and 2 midway back on the outsides. Blue says 1 at the front and 3 at the rear. And green says all 4 evenly spaced from front to rear along the central column.
That's a hard question. Not
Yeah.
a hard question, but it's hard to read all of that.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a lot of
It's
words.
probably like the longest question we've ever, and answers we've ever used.
And
It's a bit.
it wasn't, they weren't evenly spaced because you had ICS 1 at the front and ICS 4 in the back. That's not evenly.
Well, it is.
Yeah, they were evenly
Yes,
spaced.
No, not really.
Each the same number of ships down.
Yeah, no, they were evenly spaced. They were
Maybe with
evenly
one off,
spaced.
yeah.
There was
Yeah,
exactly the same
don't
number of ships between each of them.
Right,
You know,
but
so you had one, and then you say you had 10 ships, and then you had another. You had another 10 ships, and you had another, and then the last one, 10 ships, and then they weren't 10. They were more than that, but you know,
Yeah.
they were even. There was the same
the way
distance
that
between
the
them.
way that it's worded is misleading because you had 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and then 2 midway evenly between them.
We didn't have to
Right.
say that. You only had to say they were 4 evenly spaced.
Yeah.
It's
Because there was the
it's too
same
wordy.
distance between,
It's too wordy. It's a difficult
Yeah,
question
way
because
too
it's
wordy.
too wordy.
We
but
just,
there's only,
But
there's
it's
really only one correct answer. The others are all wrong. So
Yes.
it takes a long time to read is the only thing.
Yeah. All right, we'll motor on to the next one. Question 20. Which of Gwen's dorm leaders did not make it through the semifinals?
Oh fuck!
not sure.
That's very-
You hit the wrong key there.
5 people got it right, with it being John Nicolard
I got it wrong.
and
Oh,
Harriet
lost
just
my
did an extra
connection
streak
again. Oh
3.
my word.
All righty.
It's back on.
21. Which cabin was allocated to Gwen and where was it located on ICS 2?
Oh my word, this flippant connection is getting to my last nerve.
See, these number questions get me every time.
I think I got it wrong.
All right, and the
think I
answer
know.
is Command Deck 4, number 28.
Yeah, I
Everybody
got it.
got that right?
I-
And
I should have, again, I didn't pay attention to my own gut.
Yeah.
Terry's still in the lead and Ellen's in second place. And all right, the last question. The first form of Urdu is, I always say that ear. I don't know if that's right.
Air. I've
Urdu.
always said air.
Hairdo.
I have to hit my button 1,000 times before it does anything.
Ditto.
Floating swan. Everyone got that correct. So let's see how everybody did. Third place is Nan. Woo!
I'm consistent.
Second
I was
place
second
is
place last time.
Ellen. Woo! And first place is Carrie, no doubt.
Hey,
Yes, of course.
Yay!
congratulations.
Woo! And runners up are Liz and Shell. And Shell, you probably got the whole, hey, you did awesome. You're on the podium thing. Oh, that was fun. Okay.
Congratulations, everybody.
That was a lot of
Why I
fun.
don't- That's why I don't do the quizzes.
Same here. Like, I can't ever remember all that stuff.
Oh.
It's too bad we didn't have more people today. Hopefully, you know, they'll,
Yeah. Yeah, we were low on participants today.
Yeah, I almost didn't make it, but I'm glad I did.
I know. And
Well, we
and
had a
then
couple.
Jimmy
We had
got
a couple.
a little nap. He got a
had a
little
couple
nap.
other plans, so. But it happens.
Mhm.
So now we've got a book to look forward to, and we've got the con in just a little over a month.
I know.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
That's exciting. And having the book come out soon is exciting. It'll still be a few, but I'm sure the book will be out before the con.
Yeah, that's probably what Vera's aiming for, to make sure more people want to come to the convention. So
Right. If she gets it out a couple weeks ahead of time at least, then people will have a chance to read.
We can write some trivia questions.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we should assume that everybody will have been able to get it by then, but
No.
You could probably pick out one or two for the finals, and that would be the super fans that would maybe know those.
I'm
It
gonna have
depends on
this-
how far ahead of the con it comes out. If it's only a couple days, then not. But if it's a couple weeks ahead, maybe some people won't have time to read it.
I'm gonna have to download it onto our family Kindle cloud and then read it before my kids know that it's
Oh yeah.
out. With a couple of things that
That's
it's
sneaky.
hard.
That is so sneaky.
Well, no, just because, especially with, I mean, like my older teenagers, I'm not worried. I mean, they're enlightened 15 and 17 teenage girls, but my son, on the other hand, he's 13. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see.
On the other hand, it might be a good introduction to him on how does a man stay in control of himself, even though he's really attracted to this woman.
And we're a pretty open and comfortable family. So, I mean, I will probably wind up letting him read it, but I just like to, especially if somebody says something to me, I like to read it first. And like Turning Red, that new Disney movie has been so controversial. And so I actually snuck onto Disney Plus while I was in the hospital with Timmy and watched it because he had just had surgery and I was staying with him. And I was like, there is nothing wrong with this whatsoever.
I know. I watched Turning Red as well. And I'm like, okay, again, with the prudes, that's the only people that are having a cow. It's the freaking prudes. And it's like, there's nothing about that movie that's like totally inaccurate about emotions. And, one day you're this way and the next day you're that way. And every one of us wanted to basically be able to explode into a red panda and smash things. And,
well, Vera had a lot of controversy about the jump.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
Which was ridiculous.
Yeah, we should come up with something like no prudes allowed, sorry.
Yeah.
I always laugh when I read the reviews of books on Amazon, and I always like to look at the ones who give it a 1. And 9 times out of 10, mostly it's because of language or sex.
Yeah. Because I think no one should be having sex. And or that woman on the Facebook page that commented about that when Vera had said that Aiden's
Oh yeah, the one who said about consenting adults.
Right,
It's like, these are thoughts. Excuse me, it's not even
I was also thinking that what does that comment have to do with anything?
I know. It's like, okay, wait a second. You can have all the thoughts in the world you want. The other person who's not in your head does not need to consent to that.
Yeah, thoughts can be intrusive. It's not like you're creating them, they're intrusive. You can't always control what you think. You can control what you do.
Right, exactly. You can control what you do about what you think.
With Ace there when that thing happened with him, there was no consenting adults. It was just one young man going through something.
Yeah.
It was.
I know some people get too, like I said, I think the best word really is prudish. I can't think of a better one. If someone does, let me know.
Well, it's our American, puritanical origins that, hundreds of years later are still sitting here defining a lot of the culture. And
oh yeah,
I'm a homeschooler, but I don't shelter my children. Like they know stuff and they read stuff. And
the thing is this, Ellen, if you also think how many teenagers, there's so many teenage pregnancies. So somebody is having sex. I mean, it's not immaculate conceptions.
But we don't talk about it. You can do it, but you don't talk about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Teach your kids how to avoid getting pregnant. You don't teach your kids how to avoid getting sexually transmitted diseases.
Or my mother got married just before she turned 17. And and it was like the done thing, you know, you finish high school and you get married to your high school sweetheart.
Yep. Same with my
And
parents. Yeah.
people are teenagers are having sex. I mean,
Yes.
that's just the reality of the situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And but then you hear, oh, you can't write about it.
When I
Has
was
anybody watched
Yes.
I think it's Netflix, Sex Education? I think that's what the series is called.
No.
It's it's great. It's British. And it's really good. And it's really
Oh, is that the one with like Gillian Anderson is the
Yes.
mom? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I heard about it, but I
Oh.
haven't watched it
you
yet.
really should watch
I
it.
have not heard about this.
It's about, you know, a kid's going to a school in somewhere in Britain and in England, and Gillian Anderson plays the mother of this boy, and she's also a sex psychologist,
Right? Yeah.
sex therapist, yeah, sexual therapist. And so she's very open with her son about everything, you know, and he knows everything. But he and a friend actually start doing sex therapy for kids at school and he's pretty good at it, although he gets a couple things in trouble, of course, with a couple of things. But it's serious, but it's funny, and it's funny, but it's serious.
Yeah.
And they deal with every possible issue that teenagers may go through with sex, including, you know, a young woman who gets followed on a bus and sexually assaulted and on a public bus, and how does she deal with that? I mean, it just has a little of everything in it. And, it's just really good. I would suggest, and it's funny, and they're short. They're like half hour or 40-minute
Episodes. Yeah.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, a minute ago I was going to say, you know, I was a teenager in the 70s, and my parents were the prude generation, and continued that forward, you know, like my you know, they pretended that sex didn't exist. And my stepmother was really fond of using the phrase, the first baby can come at any time, but the second one takes 9 months, by which she meant that, you know, if you're a slut, you know, basically if you date boys, you're a slut and you're going to get pregnant, and then you're going to have to get married because you get pregnant. That's where the first baby can come at any time thing, but the second one takes 9 months. That's what she meant by that. And I was like, but the whole time they were just like completely unaware of all of the things that me and my friends were talking about, and books that we would get a hold of and read and all. And so we were like operating on whatever info we could get. And of course, this was before the internet. So pretty much what you got was word of mouth, which was generally not completely accurate. You know, and like you said, you know, if you don't talk to people, that's largely how they do wind up getting pregnant as teenagers, because no one's told them everything about how that all works. And even in health class, it was a lot of, you know, this is your period and this is what you do. And, you know, and even then it wasn't like really accurate information. It was all sort of generic-ish, you know, and
clinical.
Clinical, thank you. That's a better word. And then, you know, and they divided the boys and the girls up so that we would, quote unquote, not be embarrassed about talking about things, but then they never talked about much. And so we're like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, whatever. So I think that the teenagers these days, I think from what I hear, at least get better sex ed classes than we got.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I was going to say, might not still be great, but at least I think it's better. But geez, they should have made more progress in 40, 50 years than what they have, you know?
No,
I was a teen in the 90s, and it was all birth control and STDs and birth control and STDs, because it was, you know, in the wake of the AIDS pandemic.
Right.
And so it was all about, you know, all these different methods that you use. But, you know, I really wish what they had talked about was the interpersonal relations aspect of it, and how it changes you emotionally and physically and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, I like to, you know, kind of be somewhat in control of the sex education my kids are getting, because I want to be sure they're getting like the whole story, you know, and then.
Yeah. And you want to cover things like what is sexual harassment? What is
Yes.
sexual assault? Because a young girl doesn't always know when she's been sexually assaulted or harassed, but it's happening to her. And
Yep.
because they don't label it that way, they make it about, I did something wrong, not that boy or that man did something to me. And,
Yeah.
and
Well, adult me knows that that's what happened to me when I was, 12 or 13, but I didn't have the words for any of it because I didn't understand
What
any
happened?
of that,
what happened to you? Yeah.
Yeah, and in my case, it was low, I guess you could say low level, but it still was inappropriate for what my stepdad did. We'll just leave it at that. And, but like some part of me knew that what was going on was wrong, but I didn't really know how to tell anybody. And I also didn't even have the words at the time. I mean, I would not have known how to explain it to anybody, even if I had felt like I could talk to anybody. And so you're right, that teaching kids at a young age what all of that is and what are the right words to use would be really good, because you don't want to just have, private parts. That's not a good name for all of it. You can't just go through your whole life going, well, his privates and her privates. Well, what does that mean?
That's, to me, that's
handling
just
them,
ridiculous.
you can name them. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Little kids should be able to name all their body parts.
Yes, with accurate names, not
With
just
accurate names, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like in Kindergarten Cop.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. So it would be,
I don't have to say it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
well, Harriet might not. Her face says maybe not, but But yeah, so
it's been interesting. We have noticed that there are some bugs in Kahoot. Hopefully we won't have any for the con.
I hope not.
It's
Hopefully
behaving much better on
Our next chat will actually be for the con, which will be that Friday the 20th of May.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's getting close.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Those who celebrate Easter, happy Easter.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And happy Mother's Day, because that's coming up as well before we see each other again.
that's true.
Happy which day?
When is Father's Day?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Mother's
Oh,
Day.
Mother's Day. I was just thinking
Mother's
the
Day.
Mother's Day.
In the US, it's the
Sunday
second
of May.
Sunday.
Yeah, May 8th. And then Father's Day in the US is June the 19th, which is also a holiday now, Juneteenth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, so for those of us in the US, if you work someplace with a normal thing, then or a normal work week is what I meant to say, then you probably get Monday the 20th off, this year, because Juneteenth is on a Sunday.
I don't think we get that in my state, but
I know
My
it's a
husband's
federal
company
holiday.
we don't get all federal holidays.
How is that possible?
Oh, because a federal holiday only affects federal employees. If
Oh,
a state
I
wants
see
to
what you mean.
adopt, like we don't get Columbus Day or President's Day off here in Wisconsin.
I got what you mean. Yeah, I see
A
what
lot
you
of
mean.
those are only government workers and banks.
Yeah,
I forget about that because I work at a bank.
you
Yeah.
work at a bank.
There you go.
Right, yeah.
Bankers holidays.
Be off more than
We
they
had to do a whole lot of programming work when they decided to implement that holiday last year. So last year when they implemented it, it was right before Juneteenth. And so they didn't exactly make it a federal holiday for everybody last year, but this year it is. And we're like, oh crap, because we in the banking world, we get, you can only make things, payments effective on a banking day. So normally that's Monday through Friday. But if one of those is a holiday and somebody sends it in and says, well, this is going to be effective on Christmas Day, for example, you get to say no, and you just push it to the next day. So you push it from the 25th to the 26th, provided that's not a weekend. And so now we have to add in all the coding to go, oh, well, if it's June 19th, then that's a holiday. So we push it. And then if it's on the 19th and it's a Sunday, then that makes Monday the holiday. So you got to push it to Tuesday and it gets crazy. And So we had to do some programming work to get that, and we're working on getting all that in.
I did not even know that. Why do you suppose they made Father's Day a federal holiday and did nothing with Mother's Day? They should make the Monday after
actually,
Mother's
no.
Day a federal holiday then too.
Father's Day
It wasn't
is
Father's Day. It's
holiday.
Juneteenth is the holiday.
It's
They
a
just
coincidence.
happened to be on the same day this year.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Juneteenth is the day that the slaves in Texas were finally informed that they were
Free,
after
yeah.
the Civil War,
Oh, okay.
which
I'm
was
out of touch clearly because I had no clue what that was.
after the war ended.
Honestly, I had never heard of it until a few years ago, and then they started the campaign to make that a federal holiday, and that got signed in to be a federal holiday effective last year. So this is the second year that Juneteenth is a federal holiday, and so
It was the date that what they say is the last slaves were finally told they were free.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So basically, it's the celebration of the emancipation of the
Emancipation.
slaves in the
Oh.
U.S. Yeah, which sucks that they were ever even slaves to begin with, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yes.
Yes. And one that it would take forever to discuss.
Oh well,
Okay.
people have been discussing it for decades and decades, and so I'm sure that it will.
It's actually
Centuries for sure. Yeah.
Well, it's
because
like
it's millennia.
apartheid in South Africa. I mean, it's a
You
reality
know,
of our history.
when last year, we had a family holiday booked in Upseras. It's a stunning place. In any case, it's the accommodation is built into rocks, and there's a lot of Bushman paintings there, and we go there to look at the stars, and because you can really feel as if you can touch the stars. It's an amazing place. In any case, we went on a tour there to go and see the Bushman paintings. So this guy took us out and we saw all these Bushman paintings. It's really amazing.
Cool.
Then we were looking at the paintings, and he was telling us, he says, told us some of the history there. And one of the horrifying things that he told us, and which I went to research afterwards, that in this country until 1986, which was just the other day, you could go into the local post office, buy a license to hunt Bushmen.
Really?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. And I said to him, because my father's family, were Bushmen, he's from that, you can see by my father, he's short, and and you could see that he was from, and I said to him, it meant that my family, if I was born in those days, okay, because I'm mixed, because I'm Cape colored, which name, I'm a mixed race. But some of my ancestors were hunted until 1986 in this country.
Wow.
And that was just about 3 years or so before the apartheid was recalled.
Oh,
amazing.
And it is the most horrifying thing.
Horrifying, yeah.
The
But,
thing that they were hunted like animals, and you could go and buy a license, and it cost only a few rand.
Wow.
A few dollars to go and hunt human beings that had language, that were doing art and had a whole culture. And it just, how horrible people are. And I mean, if you think about the slave trade, you talk about hundreds of years ago, so you sort of further removed from it.
Yeah.
But when you hear, I mean, that was like 2 years before my eldest son was born, people could go and hunt people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Horrible.
It's just,
It's horrifying.
Shocking.
It's absolutely shocking. Well, let's not go leave on a down note. Let's leave on a positive.
Yeah.
Eat chocolate,
Okay, now.
eat chocolates and drink some wine.
We have it to look forward to.
Yes.
Yes, I think we're all going to be busy
Oh,
reading
dollar
in a couple
store.
of weeks.
Well,
Facebook group will get really quiet.
For 2
Yeah.
days.
yeah, for a couple days, yeah. And then we'll have to tell people, look, oh, spoilers only go on the spoilers group,
Spoilers go on
not
the
on the main page.
Yeah.
2 days,
Yep.
sleep is for the week. Come on.
Sleep when you're dead.
Well, it
Exactly.
is, at least it's going to be only a short novel.
Yes.
Short novel.
I know that cracked me up. It's like she just kept writing it. Now it's a novel instead of a novella.
I
but,
think
you know.
I had responded to somebody saying, it was really long. I said, well, I mean, it's Asen, okay? He's been so socially repressed for so many years that the poor guy just will not shut up.
Well, also, I forget what
Once
Go ahead,
Vera
Kelly.
let him talk in her head.
Yeah, then
he
like
had a
Nancy,
lot to say. Yeah, and I
yeah,
think
yeah, he just doesn't want to shut up. I was gonna say that isn't she trying to cover basically like Asen's point of view from 4 books? I mean,
No.
you know,
Just
Two.
two. Just
Two
two.
books.
She said qualify and compete.
okay, I couldn't remember, if it was 2 books or 4. So, but still,
Plus, I think there's a little bit
2
between,
books.
plus I think there's some between Ace and Blue and the beginning of Qualify. There's a lot
That
happens.
makes sense. Yeah.
There's some of it that happens in there too.
No, she said there wasn't. Oh yeah, because
She said something about becoming Astro Diamond, and so there's got to be something about that.
Yeah, there has to be a
Oh,
little bit in there.
Yeah. So, when you're trying to basically condense 2 books plus a bit, from somebody else's point of view, that still covers a heck of a lot of stuff, Yeah.
Mhm.
So it'll be interesting for sure to see things like I want to hear what Asen was thinking during several scenes, even in
Yes,
the first.
definitely.
I
yeah,
want to
for
know
sure.
when he recognized her eyes. That's what I want to know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Those eyes, those
very-
eyes.
I think very early on, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I can't wait.
When did it hit him
I'm
that
betting
that
it's-
were the eyes that he saw when he was dying?
Exactly. Yeah. Like,
I'm betting they caught his attention during the Y combat speech.
yeah.
But
Like,
That's
I'm,
what I was
that's
thinking.
what I'm wondering too, is if
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
that
Well,
early.
that was the first time he met her. The first time he saw her was the Y combat speech.
Mhm.
So
Right.
Yeah.
And if he saw
At
her
least
with
enough
eyes-
to make him think, why does she look familiar, maybe?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's something about her. Where do I know? Well, why do I feel like
Yeah.
I know her? Yeah. Kind of thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, just getting to hear what's in his head, like the scene in the cafeteria where he's on the ship where the Terra Patria
Or the hostage.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
hostage thing. Yeah, that's one of the scenes I definitely want to hear, like what's going on in Asen's head for that one.
He calls him. when
Well,
he- yeah.
the part where she speaks to him, when Trey was holding the gun there and says, call this guy up.
Mhm.
And when he comes on shirtless, and then when Trey says, I'm gonna shoot her, she's dying, and then
That's it. That's it. He was dead man walking at that point.
and then that scene.
Yeah.
Not when, because he realizes he can lose this woman that he loves. Because at that time he was already in love with her, he just didn't know what I think.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I think he was in love with her, but I also think he hadn't quite figured that out yet. It took him a lot longer to figure that out. Obviously, it took her a while to figure that out too. But yeah, yeah. What was that, Ellen?
Another one.
Denial ain't just a river in Egypt.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Another one is between the jump scene and the red dance when he sees her and he looks down at the ruby necklace where the ruby is sitting.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you lucky Ruby.
And I think that Vera also promised the conversation with Oala afterward.
Yeah, I want
I
to
wanna see
What
that.
I want to
Totally hear
hear.
Be great.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
exactly where his thoughts went with, about Zelio. Like,
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. I gotta
Okay,
get
well,
done.
It's gonna be
It's
fun.
well, she's got this guy, and okay, fine. Well, I've got to marry that.
I actually wanted, I had
Okay,
no idea. It
see
was
ya.
when she
Bye,
asked on
Carrie.
Facebook what we
Bye,
wanted to
bye,
learn.
Carrie.
Bye, Katie.
She asked on Facebook what we wanted to know. And actually one of the things I put is, I wanted to know when he found out that Tiri was essentially picked for him and what he thought about it at the time.
Well, I figure that was probably something that he's known since he was old enough to know things practically, you know? I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
I mean, I would imagine it was, probably came up after, after fleet school. Maybe
Well,
before,
okay, yeah.
maybe before the rim mission, but after fleet school, I would think.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe at age 16 when.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that right around then his father would have had the talk about succession and
Yeah.
that his duty to marry the proper person and he
Yeah.
could choose between all these people, but from his father's point of view, it was most advantageous for the family.
Right, yeah. So,
And,
yeah.
and just the thing is, the rebellious Asa was going, there's no way in hell I'm going to pick her.
Well, actually, I don't know because I think
about
he was
that.
kind of dead inside after Ella
Yeah,
Cara.
after Ella Cara.
He may have been like, well, I can't have her, so what difference does it make?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
And then he meets Gwen.
Yeah.
Then he met Gwen.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when
I mean, I don't think he was particularly nice to Tiri. He used her to.
He used her so much because remember, the second time that Gwen saw him talk, when she now on the ark ship, when she saw him talking, and the third time it was also when there was something happening between Asen and Gwen.
Right.
All of a sudden he's talking to this lady, whatever.
And the
then
tone changed.
He was talking softer and he was more flirty with her. He was actually trying to show Gwen, here's somebody. This is, my love interest.
She did the same thing to him with Zelio.
Yeah.
Well, except that I don't think that was sort of, it came after. She wasn't going to go to the red dance at all. And then Zell, was like, oh, no, you got to come with me. And I still want to know whether or not he did that for himself or to tweak Asen.
I think both.
Oh, probably both.
That doesn't have to be a mutually exclusive answer. That gets to be both. Yeah,
this is true.
I'm going with both on that one.
Relationship is complicated anyway, him and Zelio.
Fun either way,
Yeah,
fun
they
for
have
him either way.
Complicated.
Because I really think that, Zelio loves Gwen, but he was never in love with her.
Yeah. Different kind of
He might
love.
have thought he was. He might have thought he was.
Asen was in love with Gwen from almost the start. And when Gwen finally realized she had feelings for Asen, she realized that she was actually in love with him. Did she love Logan? Yeah. Was she in love with Logan? No.
Well,
as much as a 16-year-old can be.
I was going to say, much like anybody who's really young and in a relationship, you just think you love each other, but I don't know that you actually do.
I don't think they did.
It's not the same kind of love.
Right.
Would she have been happy with Logan? Yeah, because he was familiar.
For a little while.
They're at home.
I actually think that she would have been stifled by him.
I think he would have held her back.
Moving forward with that relationship.
He definitely held her back. And that was...
He would have held her back.
Yeah, he didn't realize that he would have done it, but that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Would she have been happy with him in the beginning? Yes. But once she got a chance to, even if they'd never left Earth, once she got a chance to not be a teenager, I think that would have ended. I just don't see Gwen staying happy with somebody like Logan. She, because Logan also seemed to be that kind of, jock with a wandering eye kind of thing, where he would be constantly flirting with every cute girl that came along, and that would eventually piss her off.
Well, the thing with Gwen is we have no idea what the rest of her life would have been like if this hadn't happened. Because she was quite shy and she had no self-confidence and
personal self-confidence.
But otherwise, in terms of social her social intelligence, she just felt
that's-
really insecure. How long
He would
would
be a
that's
nerdy
just
college
being-
research professor.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's just being a 16-year-old nerd. Trust me, once you know when you get
she
No,
just
I was
lacked
like
a lot
that
of
through, at least through the
self-confidence
beginning
until
of
she was
college
put in a
also.
position to have to deal with things on her own. And so I don't know. I wonder if somebody like Logan had paid attention to her in school, would she have just, how long would that have lasted? It only lasted less than 3 months in the books, but would it
But it
have
was very
lasted a
int-
full
I
It was
school
very
year or
intense because
more?
they were together a lot.
Yeah.
think it, well, maybe so. No, it was only a little over a month, wasn't it?
It wasn't very long.
No, it was
No,
the
I
2
mean, they
months of
met right
qualification.
away and they started kind of being together right away. And then they were together for a very short time once they were on the ship.
Really like 2 months. It's
Yeah.
like
2
maybe a
months.
week into qualification
Yeah,
and a week
2
into the
months.
arc ships. So not
End of
really long at all.
March, April, May, 2 months.
And in
March,
that
2 months.
time, they didn't see much of each other either because they were so busy with their classes. It was basically just during training when he ran with her.
Right.
And then some lunchtime. There was not
Right,
that
right,
much
right.
time.
No, it was very intense and very
It was-
short.
And
Yeah.
a very
Very
artificial
intense.
But it
situation.
was very necessary for her to have that social interaction.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Needed
yeah.
that- She needed that in order to be able to not be totally overwhelmed when
Right,
Ace finally was able to be himself.
Right.
Because
But
he was,
also,
he's very intense.
Yeah.
because at school also she was obsessed with him. So it was a good thing that she could
And
get
she
him
got
out
out
of
of
her
her system.
system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because otherwise she'd always be thinking, well, what if?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's good to get sometimes it's good to get the what if questions answered and then put that behind you. Because what would this be like? Oh, crap. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then wait, she got him out of her system. I mean, it didn't take her long really to realize that, okay, this is not really what I want, but I'm going to hang on to it because I don't have anything else to replace it yet. That's
Well, during compete though, she did say that, she missed being with him, but I think she was also very lonely because she didn't have, after classes, she didn't have much.
right.
Yes.
She didn't have that. But I
Group.
mean, when they were on right after qualification, when they were going to their different ships and they kissed, well, she's thinking about somebody else when she's
Yeah, she was thinking about Asen.
And then when Asen asked her, well, what do you want out of life? And, it's like, well, Logan and I are going to get married. We're going to have kids. And she goes, well, I want a family. Logan didn't even fit into that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was already on the back burner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he asked her the question about family, she said, well, yeah, my family, my parents and George. And he says, no, a family of your own. She said, yes, eventually, maybe sometime in the future, it was like you said, Kelly.
Because she's only
And that-
16 and she's not thinking
It was in the
that way
far
yet.
future. And
Yeah.
if she was deeply in love with Logan, of course, I'm dreaming about our wedding and the children and whatever.
He
No,
never
it
did
was-
that.
He was already
No.
removed from him emotionally.
So, that would be another thing. And I hope it might be in the book. What was Asen thinking when she said, well, my parents, my brother, my siblings, and he's going, you're not thinking about that boy? Do I have
Remember how early,
Mention him. Yay.
So you're saying there's a
remember how
chance.
early he noticed Logan. He noticed Logan very early on too. He mentioned that what was that, the third or fourth day when she's there for her discipline and helping Lane. He's like, that boy is waiting for you.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
Yes,
boy?
but
It's
that
like,
was
oh,
not
he's
a
come with you before.
kind remark that when he made it.
Oh,
that
no.
boy is waiting for you. That was like, yeah.
No,
And then-
that's a sign that he's noticed
Mm-hmm.
Gwen and Logan together.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
The
yeah.
jealousy was already there because he never said Logan or his name or cadet. It was always whatever. Every time he spoke about Logan, It was
Because he didn't
that
really
boy.
know. He didn't really know him. He hadn't had any interactions with his
Yeah,
group.
but he always said that boy, or he didn't say, you
Or your
know, that
boyfriend.
candidate or whatever. It was
Right,
always
he
Oh yeah, I see what you're
that
saying.
boy.
Yeah.
It was very
Boy,
condescending.
Uh-huh.
So the jealousy
So
was
when we-
already there.
Yeah.
when she was talking about, you know, her date for the red dance, goes, well, aren't you going with, you know, with Sangre? And then, you know, Anu, I love Anu. Oh, they broke up. Oh, really? Okay. And
How
then
did you not
he's got
notice?
a date with Zelio. Oh, okay. Well, you're in luck. He's a good dancer. I mean, he had to recover.
I'm thinking, how could you be so dense that you didn't notice that Gwen had broken up with Logan? Were you just purposely trying that hard not to pay attention that you succeeded?
Because
You
I
know?
think he was just trying to stay out of the way, you know, so he didn't.
Yeah,
Asen,
Because he
Asen
still
was
didn't think it was
trying so
possible.
hard to let her be with who she wanted to be with. 'Cause
Right,
he-
that's kind of what I meant by
he
trying so
wasn't-
hard to not pay attention. Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't want to be hurt more. He didn't want to, you know, he already
Didn't
knew
think
that
he
he
could.
couldn't be with her. And
Yeah.
He knew it. He knew it couldn't go anywhere. Gwen was
so
totally
he was just trying to
not. He could never marry Gwen, and so he needed to forget about that girl.
Yeah, he just needed to forget her.
And
Little did he know.
same token, he wanted her to be happy. So if
Yes,
she was
he
going to
wanted
be
her to
happy
be
with Logan, fine, that's good, you know.
It'll
He's not good
also
for her, but I think I'm going to kill him. But
it'll be interesting too to find out.
But if I can't have her, at least, you know, she'd be happy. Same
be
thing
happy.
with Del.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, you know, if I can't have her, I would still be able to see her once in a while.
That'd be torture.
Yeah.
So I'm
We'll
also
soon-
curious, like
We'll
when-
soon find out.
well, that's true. I
Yes.
want to know when he finally. No, all right, so we know that there's that point at which, you know, he finally got it through his thick skull that he actually was in love with her. You know, he like figured that out. But where, you know, there's the I'm in love with this person, you know, but then I'm supposed to marry this other person, but I don't want to now, you know, kind of like that conversation in his head. You know, I hope we get to hear part of that as well, where he's like, but I want to marry this person, and oh my God, I have to go tell my father, and holy crap, you know.
I'm wondering if we're going to see the scene where he goes to choose Gwen and he goes past Lady Thierry and he pauses and smiles at her and then continues
Oh,
on.
that was cruel. I thought that was so cruel.
Are we going to see what he was actually thinking then?
Yeah, that's a good
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I posted that somewhere, and I think Vera said something about, yeah, it was part of his scheme to, you know, fool his father.
Yeah.
But also, he kind of wanted to tweak her a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can see where it's cruel, and also there's so many people watching, and they were expecting him to stop and, you know, and take her, that it wouldn't have been quite as dramatic if he had just blown past her. You know, he kind of needed that visual of I'm gonna stop here and then keep going, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, now we've ended on a positive note.
Yeah, I've got to definitely go. It's 1 o'clock here. You must
my
be tired
goodness.
too, Harriet.
Oh, it's just 12 this side.
Got a young man that needs to go to the hardware store.
Okay.
We have to
I
get
go
Okay.
find
we have to
food.
get a
So.
new weed whacker.
Get
Okay.
your new weed whacker.
See
So
you
I gotta
next
go to
time.
the hardware store.
You can whack those weeds.
Have fun, everybody.
I
It
have
was
some
great
fun.
chatting.
Bye,
Have
guys.
a lovely day, you guys. And
Bye,
you must
everybody.
sleep well, Elizabeth.
Bye. Thank you. You
Now.
too, Harriet.
Yeah, you guys go to
Bye.
bed.